Hey Sagittarius, welcome. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius singles and or newly single. Anything that you need on me, please see the description box. Please comment any feedback, how the reading resonates with you. Please subscribe if you haven't, if you're interested, and like and or dislike the video. Appreciate that all as well. I do appreciate all the new subscribers, new comments, likes that I've been getting on you guys' reading, especially that other one. You all really got the views up really high on that, so I appreciate everyone and all those that kind of came over and followed. So okay, Sag singles. Also, if you left a comment underneath for what you want the next reading to be about, that is going to be on the next general Sagittarius reading. This is just going to be one for singles, but you can definitely find guidance from this as well. Alright, so let's see, Sag. What were lessons learned from past relationships? Not the mind and not the body. My eyes open this to my soul. Please allow me to be the channel. Open me up to interest, Sagittarius. What were the lessons they learned from past relationships? I really like that. I'll do this one more time. It's because I got that in like the last one. And I'm like, let me make sure I shuffle these up really good. For you all Sagittarius. Alright, I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes are going to my soul. The lessons that I learned from past relationships, Spirit. What are they looking for currently? What is their heart desire? Sagittarius singles and maybe single. Alright, so I think from past relationships, you learn what real love and self-care means, especially if this is someone who wanted to offer you something very stable here, work as a partner and or provide for you. I feel like you learn what that looks like within a woman or within a man. Or if you're a woman, finding someone that you can devote yourself to. I also think you learned too that not only can you provide for a household and for yourself, is that yeah, you have what it takes to kind of do things on your own. Like you don't need someone to be able to come together to make sure that you have everything that you need. You are fine by yourself. I do feel like those were other opportunities that yes, you had a strong relationship with, but for whatever reason, you all were not able to move forward and really start to build something together. I feel like there was too much codependency in this relationship from someone's part, possibly the feminine's part here. And yeah, just maybe even being very codependent on the relationship, unable to move past betrayals here, a lot of secrets being hidden and not really investing in things, meddling here, holding back from the situation, not doing what is right, not giving where, especially if someone needed something to feel stable and independent in the relationship and more aware, it's almost like that was not being offered, but it could have been done intentionally. So I feel like you know how to provide for a relationship, you know what is needed, you know how to care for yourself, you know what it looks like when you have a partner and someone who wants to come in and appreciate you and do the same, and you possibly learned it from missing out on an opportunity in the past. Now, well, obviously lessons learned from the past. Now, I feel like what it is you're looking for, you know exactly what it is that you want, but you're a little abrasive here as far as getting it, and it really hurts people's feelings, and they no longer want to move forward here with you. Now, I also feel like it could be a little bit of abuse in power. Also, at the same time, or someone who's saying that you do not meet their standards here. We have Aries energy here, Sagittarian energy. I feel like whatever you're doing is kind of working for you. It flows for you, but it may disrespect other people. Or other people may not necessarily like the way that you move, and it may cause some kind of separation here. But someone doesn't like how forceful you're being. I feel like there is, or it could be a possible rebirth to a situation that happened in the past. Almost like bringing itself back up with a past relationship and or a reconciliation. So you could be looking to kind of heal that with someone, especially if you feel like you've disrespected them in the past. What do we have here with the Emperor reverse here for what they're looking for? Yeah, definitely trying to hold on to whatever it is. Now, whatever this person, whatever this Empress energy is with you, I feel like you're seeking to heal it. You know, you're seeking to hold on to it, provide something with it, but I also feel like somebody's just being a little bit too strict, boundaries really up, and isn't sure that you're healed as you're supposed to be. And when you come and when you talk to them, they lose interest in you very quickly here, possibly not trying to keep lines of communication open. Now, what we have for what your heart desires, your heart desires to be able to move out of conflict. Yeah, to kind of move on here. I feel like you like to take everything with you, but right now you're kind of moving by yourself. There is something that is that you're holding on to that is unhealthy in this situation, and your heart just kind of wants to move on. I feel like you're holding on to a situation, feeling very out in the cold and rejected. If you feel any guilt, I feel like that's there, but you're kind of like suspended as far as movement forward because you're still heavily attached, and you just want to gain some kind of understanding and move on, and you're very lost on how you're going to be able to do it while you're still underneath all these toxic habits. This could be addictions, this could be fear, whatever it is you're tied to. It could be the relationship just being toxic and unhealthy. I feel like you're still heavily attached to it, and you're not sure how to get back to love. How to bring in some kind of reconciliation, especially if something is bringing you a lot of joy and you feel isolated from it. You could be thinking about it. Could even be thinking about love again, be it with this individual or with new individuals here. Out having a good time, a lot of opportunities for love, but you kind of hold back. Maybe you already know who and or what you want. Yeah, Empress, someone you have a child with. Someone very abundant, Taurus energy, heavy. Really trying to move forward with them. Okay, let's see. Sagittarius. Let's look into see the next person that you will be in a romantic relationship with. Let's see if you have met them, and if so, how you will meet them. This does not have to be a new person. It could be an old person, but it can definitely be a new person. So let's just see what we get. Singles, newly singles. Who is the next person they will be in a romantic partnership with? Have they met the person that they will be? Have they met the person that they will be in a romantic relationship with? Definitely some unexpected communication coming in, catching you off guard here is very heavy. Yeah, it's a stuck situation, Scorpio energy, so this could definitely be something from the past. I do feel like you possibly know them here, but it comes in very quickly, unexpectedly, and I feel like the situation has been stuck, but leaving it stuck and having maybe a break from it also allowed time to build strength in it. So now, because you're seeing like a stable type energy and you have your confidence, you're ready to move forward and take some kind of action. So I do think a lot is coming at you here, but it is a lot of truth. I feel like you're ready to speak your truth here. You're ready to be very clear, and I feel like you have clarity now and know what it is you want to say about things that have transpired. So it's possibly time to get a situation moving here. This could be an unstable relationship here where you're looking at new options, trying to see what's best for yourself or for the situation here emotionally. How will they meet this person that they're in the next relationship with? How will they meet, or how do they meet this person? No, I'm going through a lot of disappointment and a lot of regret here. Yeah, a little bit of vengefulness, prideful towards whatever this stuck energy was here, dealing with a lot of heartbreak, you know, separation, going through the grief of that and kind of having some kind of resentment, still in conflict. So you're still in conflict about it. And I feel like you're definitely trying to be very free, and you made the decision to kind of cut free, and you've experienced a lot of balance in your life here. But there is sadness that is kind of taking place because something else did manifest that got too overwhelming, and a lot of time was invested, you know. I think you're very clear that you don't want like a bunch of loose energies around. You don't want to be dating a whole bunch of different people. You kind of already explored that, seeing you don't want it. There is a new offer coming in towards you, and it could definitely be from the past. Someone that you could have disconnected from that is unhealthy that could send in a nice message, or someone coming in that has also recently let go of something that is not toxic. That's after you've released that past situation, someone comes in and sends you a nice little message. I feel like you're definitely in heavy thought about a situation or disagreements that you have with someone else that you were connected with. Possibly having a soulmate connection at one point that maybe didn't last too long, or that's suffering some kind of separation or disagreement. And you haven't released that energy yet. Virgo energy, Aquarius energy. You haven't released that energy yet. You haven't understood it. You haven't you still hold the pain for that person in your heart. You know, I feel like you have some duty to them or some kind of responsibility to them, and you wish to provide for it, and you need to kind of take care of yourself and know that if you're going to move forward and have something successful, we have to deal with that. So that's how this energy comes back into your life here. I do feel like you could know this person. They could send you out a message. Could also be a new person coming in the midst of you dealing with old things. Let's see, what's the characteristics of this relationship that they'll have? What's the characteristics of this relationship that they'll have with this person? Show me this person's personality. And what's the potential of this relationship? Show me the potential of this relationship. Cool. Okay. So I do feel like characteristics of this relationship, it will be consistent, you know, a consistent investment in the relationship, something that's very slow and moving forward, heavy attraction, you know, so maybe some kind of flirtation here, but also I do feel like someone else is still a little, you know, falling victim to their desires here, not sure what they want, even though someone is being very consistent with them, you know, even though there's consistency in the relationship, there's attraction, you know, talks and stuff going back and forth, new plans for little things here and there to kind of get together or whatnot. I do feel like someone still doesn't know if they want to be loyal to this despite what's happening. They're still not sure if they want this just because of what has happened in the past. Even though this energy is good and consistent, we have an attraction, if I go ahead and I commit all the way to you, is the past going to show up, you know, because there was heavy love there in the past. I think you see this person the way that they were. You see them, yeah, being like a wife or some kind of commitment here. Someone that you could have made your wife. And I feel like there's heavy guilt. So you're coming back into this connection. But I do feel like there's still some things dealing with your emotions that you have to conquer. Because there's still some temper issues here. And there's still a lot of thought about self. But I feel like you know that you can't keep waiting on this person to show up. You kind of have to go to them. Now, the personality of this person, they are a worrier. They stress out about things. They have trouble sleeping. You know, they try not to speak to people about what it is that they're going through. They try to ignore it most of the time throughout the day. They'll act like they're fine. If somebody asks them about it, or to ask them about it, they don't know what they're talking about. They're like, no, everything is good, you know, keeping things at bay. But they deal with a lot of worry at night. Now, there is going to be an ending to their pain. They'll be starting a new cycle, but I feel like in the midst of doing that, you know, even though they're feeling very abundant, they do have restlessness still. They still think about things. They're not sure if situations are healed yet. They're not sure if they're going to get a rebirth, but I feel like they're working on that here, ready to invest. But again, I feel like whatever the confusion is, if there was an argument about it and you all didn't speak sometime afterwards, we haven't came back in. It's like we lost what we lost there. We haven't came back in to talk about it. We just had to let it go and lose it. You know, some things came out. Some things that were suspected kind of came out. Now we just have to try to focus and work to repair this and have something new, and this could take time. You know, and I feel like they're definitely ready to do it, but there's a lot of grief. They still hurt over what has happened. Even though they show up in their power, really ready to produce and put in work, they still haven't healed over some things. But I feel like it is taking place. New opportunity, new money is coming in. Let's make sure that we don't get a little bit too opportunistic, that we don't come dependent on each other because we have a new lease on life, or we have new money or new goals now, and we get to do this again. Let's not go back to our codependent habits that made the situation unhealthy. The potential of the relationship, there is a lot of peace. I do see there being distance amongst you all here. And this could be at the hands of somebody else really trying to assert their power to make sure that, you know, they're still feeling stressed in the situation. So they want to make sure that things are still really good. So you could see them and then take some time away from them. But it is a friendship. It is calming. It is peaceful. You are lost as far as, you know, where this is going to go because of the independence that the relationship has. There is hopes to kind of move forward, but you're just trying to wait to see if this is going to birth anything new for you, new happiness. But you definitely travel and to see them here because you know that they're moving forward in life. So I feel like you want to catch up, let them know that you have plans as well, things that you want to start with them, and you want to put an ending to like a difficult cycle. Now, I do feel like if things have changed and something has been difficult, the other energy end, or you may not be open to the emotional part of it, could definitely be you, Sag, because you feel like you haven't healed up to it, you know. You don't know if it's going to flow right. You don't know if you are balanced with this person enough to still kind of move forward. Because I feel like after whatever has happened, this person's like, okay, you know, here's my love. Are you ready to move forward? And you're like, no, I just want things to stay the way they are. I don't know if I'm healed enough or if I'm ready to move forward with you in this way, the way I thought I was. And I also don't know if me and you are balanced enough to do this. You could also be, I don't want to say jealousy, but you could also be displeased with certain things here in your life that you have that you just haven't gotten over. It could be a death or something that has taken place that you're still healing over. And that's why you can't let someone in your heart right now. But I do feel like there are some burdens, and that possibly goes against the other person and brings a lot of worry in your life. Because you're not ready to move forward, am I going to lose them because I didn't show up right? I feel like the cycle is still open. You know, it's like almost something that you're struggling to get closure with that still just keeps going. And I feel like you just try to bounce back and forth, juggle back and forth, and try to find some fulfillment in the midst of things while you are creating for yourself, manifesting. I think as long as you try to maintain it, you know, even if you can't give them what you want, if you maintain it, you may find yourself in a position where you have everything you need to kind of manifest something new with this person. You know, a relationship, a close friendship, start dating again, or be in a relationship with them here. I don't know how committed, but you connect to them, and it's like you all have the spark back, and it took some time. You didn't know if you were going to get it because it was slow. The fences were high, definitely standing your ground against others and or this person, but no matter what, you're still emotionally tied. And I feel like they watch you. They keep their eye closed, and they watch you offer to things that you don't really want. Maybe having different partners and stuff. They know that you're not being very forthcoming. I feel like you're not forthcoming with other people either, because if you date other people, you know you're not really offering to them. You hold back because maybe there's something else that you want. Trust your intuition, because I feel like you do still have options at possibly repairing something here that you wanted for the long term, a family situation. Even though it's dealt with misfortune, didn't end up the way you wanted it to be at this point in life. Maybe you thought you'd be farther, maybe you thought it'd be different. If you trust your intuition, there are still options to getting what you want, because not only are you successful and is there healing that's taking place here, Aquarius energy, there's still heavy attraction, and there definitely is still a close bond, despite what you all have experienced together due to maybe someone not taking care of their responsibilities or being careless. That's what caused the situation. But because of the connection you have to this person, you can get it back. It just may not be easy. All right, Sag. Let's see what energies you have in love right now. I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes are the windows to my soul. Please allow me to be the channel. What's the energy that our Sagittarius have in love right now? Religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. How you view things, how you see things, what it is you believe. If you're not really tapped in, if you didn't really grow up with any kind of religious factors, I think that also plays a part in it. Like, do you have any values? Do you have any faith? This is playing a part. It says trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. What else we have for Sagittarius energy here in love? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And what do they need to know about this connection that we just pulled on? This connection. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Could have a child there. May have a child out of this relationship here. We have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So sometimes too, you may have to date or talk to other people to realize that you've already found the person that you want, or to come in contact with this new person. But it's a romance of a lifetime. You should definitely extend your lighthearted energy to others, and then you'll know exactly when you come in contact with a soulmate. Chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here, and past life relationship. You have known each other before. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Also, I did see, I'm going to go ahead and say, I did see unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. If you are experiencing that, definitely give your relationship a chance. But if you are experiencing that here, the unrequited love, this could be from a past situation or someone that you're showing, someone that you could be flirting with, that you're showing interest in, that isn't just sharing that back with you. And that's okay wherever it's at, because you are coming into a soulmate relationship, you know. You are finding true love. That's your read, Sagittarius.